Hi there, Tad Arga from Marketing for Hippies, and this video is about yes and no both being perfect answers. This one feels really basic, but also so important as a fundament for the way that I approach marketing. And it's not something I talk about a lot directly, so I thought I'd make a video about it. Marketing will always be, and sales will always be manipulative to the extent to which we give a yes more weight than a no. If we're not okay with people saying no, the marketing will be manipulative. If the only answer we'll accept from them is a yes, of course the marketing will be manipulative. So for marketing to really feel good in the way that I'm talking about it, both yes and no have to be perfectly equal answers. Whatever they say, hey, do you want to work together? If they say yes, great. If they say no, great. Both totally fine. You say, but wait, Tad, how can it be totally fine? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, sure, spiritually, philosophically, that makes sense. That they both be the same, but I gotta pay rent. Right, yeah, I know. Say, Tad, well, what do you mean? I know. Would you agree I need clients? I agree. Yeah, you need clients. Absolutely. But I should give yes or no an equal weight? Right. So what the hell am I saying? I'm saying, yeah, you need clients, but you don't need that person to be a client. You see what I'm saying? That's where it gets tricky. It's not generally yes or no being you. Of course you want yeses. Of course yeses matter more to you than no's in a way. You know, that's where your business is going to come from, people saying yes. So you need a lot of people saying yes. I agree. I'm just saying when you particularize it and say this person, I need them to say yes. So then what does the whole approach to marketing become? It becomes this kind of, how do we create a system, a structure, a process, an architecture, a lattice work that will result in a lot of people saying yes, that will attract the right kind of people. Yeah. And the kinds of people who would probably inevitably say yes, how do we create an offer that's so low risk that they'd be willing to even take that first step, you know, scary as it might be? That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, because, you know, and sometimes people will say, well, I'm okay with a no, until you say no. And then you see the weirdness, the weird vibes. You know, I remember there used to be a store in Edmonton called Sense of Serenity, and there was nothing serene about the vibe in it. It was a new age crystal shop. And when you went in, big welcomes. As soon as they got the sense you weren't going to buy anything, the vibe totally changed. The woman who ran it just would go completely cold. You know, so what's that about? That's what happens when you're not okay with a no. Another way to look at this with the being okay with a yes or a no is if you're not okay with a no, you'll corner people. Yeah, you'll kind of pounce on people. And this can happen physically. I'm not just talking this metaphorically. Literally, people will physically corner people in a room. Or they'll, you know, so it's one of these things in a social setting. If you're having one of these conversations, literally, you should be pivoting your body in such a way that it would be easy for them to leave. What? I want to make it easy for them to leave? Yes. Of course. You know, of course, you can translate this to romance. You can translate this to all kinds of friendship or other kinds of relationships, and it becomes even more obvious that when, you know, we don't want to trap people, clearly. But if you only want a yes, if that's the only answer you're really going to accept, yeah. The other thing is, it's we really want the truth from people, one way or the other. And so it's just important to let people know this up front. I mean, I would literally explicitly say this to people. Look, a yes or a no are both totally great. They're both equal answers. Whichever way is fine. And then to me, what marketing becomes is getting to that quickly, out of respect for them and their time and you and your time. You don't want to beat around the bush. You don't want to, you know, will they, won't they, spend hours talking to them. They spend hours talking to you. If you could do that in 30 seconds and figure out if it's a fit, that would be kinder to everybody. So yeah, it's a yes or no have to be equal. And we have to create a system that's naturally, organically going to result in enough yeses for us to sustain ourselves in our business. But it's two separate things. As a meta thing, yes, we want enough yeses. But the truth is also, to get enough yeses, there's going to be way more no's. For every one yes, there'll be 99 no's. So then, what does that mean for the weighting of it? Well, it just means we just have the goal be, how do I get enough people to sustain my business? That's it. And if we have enough, it's perfect. It doesn't matter who said yes or no. And we make sure that the process, the way we get there, is by making sure that everyone knows there's no pressure. Yes or no is totally valid. And weaving that kind of languaging in can be helpful. Literally saying the phrase, hey, look, no pressure. Either way. Hey, and if I can't help you, maybe somebody else can. I might be able to refer you, that type of thing. So you're really letting people know, I don't need this. I remember we did a fundraiser for a group I co-founded called The Local Good in Edmonton. And we did this whole presentation about everything we'd done, because we'd never done a fundraiser before. So everything we'd done, we just bootstrapped it. And I said, so you can see all the things we've done. So we don't need your money. We want your money. You know? But to me, that's an important distinction. We really didn't need it. We could keep going. But we knew we could do more with the money, and we wanted people to know that. So there's no pressure. It's just, here's our ideas. Here's what we'd like to do. Here's how that money would allow that to happen. So even in fundraising, there's a similar thing. Whether you donate or not, it's okay. Maybe there's another, hey, if you don't, after my spiel, if you don't feel drawn to my nonprofit, I'd love to hear, more about what you'd be looking for, because maybe I could help you find a nonprofit that would be the perfect fit for you. And imagine if we all did that for each other. Instead of all of us trying to only fill our own pockets, we were looking out for each other and saying, oh, you know what? I'm not the best person to help you. I think this person would be even better. And they're doing the same with us. And what are we all trying to do? Make sure that just the best perfect fits happen. And that's not going to happen if you're not okay with a no. So you can subscribe to my videos if you would like. It's okay if you don't. And click the little red button and then the bell icon. You can follow me on Facebook. I've got a website, marketingforhippies.com. And hopefully this is helpful for you. Take care, everyone.